right, and then next up we have Nate Diaz versus Leon Rocky Edwards. What you think, man?
The West Coast gangster.
Bruh.
I mean, as much as I want Nate Diaz to win, I don't think it's gonna go his way on this one.
Yeah.
It's just a bad matchup for him, especially because his bread and butter, I think, is in his ground game, like his submission game, jiu-jitsu. And I don't think he's gonna be able to pull it off with Leon because he doesn't go for the takedowns. You know, he doesn't initiate that, and there's really no way to get him there unless he gets taken there, and then he takes advantage of it. But Leon, I think he knows that the way to win this fight is to keep this standing, and I think it's dangerous for Nate too. I actually think it's going to be stopped.
I actually think it's going to get stopped too, man.
Like doctor stoppage for sure, because I don't remember if Leon threw many elbows off the clinch in his last matchup against Muhammad. I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either.
But in the past, like 8 fights before his time off, like those were dangerous, dude. Like he would like push him off the clinch and then just like throw elbows and stuff. I think if he continues and goes back to that, like he's gonna open him up for sure.
I think so.
Like it's just gonna be bad, like blood everywhere, like always.
What I thought was really interesting was that Leon has the height advantage, right? Yeah. And we just saw that at the stare downs. Mm-hmm. He looked a little bigger than him, but Nate has the reach advantage supposedly by like 2 inches, which is not that big. But I don't know. That was interesting because Nate's like submission game is crazy nice, but he has never used it offensively. Like he's never looked for he's not that type of fighter. Like he wants to strike with you, and all his submissions or most of his submissions are when people tried to take him down or initiated the grappling. And Leon's actually a great wrestler. I feel like he should not look to his wrestling. I think he'll have a lot of success striking. He throws a lot of straight punches. So does Nate, but I just think he throws him a lot cleaner. Leon does. Yeah, he just throws him a lot cleaner, and I think if he does decide to do his wrestling, he has to be careful. Obviously Nate has a great ground game, but Diaz is smaller. And Leon's going to be the first real welterweight he's faced in a long time. Because, all these guys Nate's faced at welterweight are not real welterweights. He fought Conor twice. He's not a real welterweight. Anthony Pettis, George Masvidal, none of those guys are real welterweights. They're all lightweights that, went up. While Leon is huge, he's a real lightweight. And the last time Nate fought at lightweight, he did not have a great time, man. He got obliterated. He got tossed around. Was it Rory, the last guy?
You said at lightweight?
No, at welterweight. Did I say lightweight? Sorry.
Yeah.
No. His last fight. Yeah, his last fight. Right now, I'm looking at it. It was at welterweight. And it was against Rory, and everybody knows that's the fight where he literally got dumped on his head over and over again. And he fought Dong Hyun Kim. Stun Gun Kim. If you used to watch MMA back in the day. He would throw like spinning stuff every time, bro. But he dominated. He beat Nate at welterweight, and it's like I don't know, man. He just is not filled in normally to be a welterweight, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he's just gonna get dominated. I think all around, in the clinch, the striking, even with the jiu-jitsu. I think Leon's wrestling is too strong to get caught with anything. But I think Leon's gonna stick to the striking, see how much success he has, and then he's gonna continue striking and just use his wrestling to kind of finish rounds, kind of put the cherry on top. But that's why, I agree with you. I think Edwards is gonna get a TKO. I don't think he's gonna knock Nate out cold like Masvidal, like Usman did a Masvidal or anything like that. But I think he's gonna. I think the ref or the doctor is gonna stop it, and it's going to be a sad day for a lot of people. It's going to be kind of like shades of Tony. How Tony just lost. People were really sad.
It's crazy because this is going to be a 5-round fight too, right?
Yeah, first time a non-main event, non-title fight is 5 rounds.
So it's like, yeah.
Like people say Leon has a tank, but I don't think we've ever seen it.
Especially now, recently.
Yeah, and if Nate pushes the pace, maybe, he could turn the tides late. But I don't know. I don't think Nate could finish Leon, to be honest.
Nah, I think.
But I would love to see that.
Right. You think if that does happen, like Leon starts to slow down and stuff, it could be like a
Be like the Pettis fight, I think.
The Pettis fight?
I think so.
Oh, I was about to say like the Conor fight, the first one.
It could, yeah, it could be like that too. But I mean, Leon's a way better wrestler than Conor McGregor.
That's true.
And I don't know, like in the Pettis fight, we saw the same thing. Like Pettis, obviously he's pretty good. He was piecing up Nate a little bit too, and but he eventually got, he's still getting pushed back, and eventually he got tired, and then he was getting beat up. But I think maybe if Edwards does get tired in the 4th or 5th, I just don't see that happening, especially if Leon stays really composed with his striking. I don't see how he's going to get overwhelmed. I feel like he's going to have almost, he's not a known power puncher, but I feel like he's going to have the power advantage too. So, I don't know, man.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I was going to say something. What was I going to say?
I don't know, but I hope Nate wins, man. It'd be the craziest thing ever if he can win somehow. It would have to be, I think, a submission or something.
Yeah, it would have to be.
Or he would have to drown him in the later rounds, like you said. But, man, I would love to see Nate win this fight. It would suck for Leon. It would really, really suck for Leon if he lost this fight, because a big argument for him is that he's not really well known. He's like kind of like how Kobe was before he started all that, his like persona, where he was winning, but no one cared because no one knew who he was.
Yeah. And
same thing with Leon. It doesn't help that he's like a real quiet guy. So like the media, like if you're not into MMA, you're not gonna know who he is. And if he loses, he's literally gonna get stomped out into obscurity. But I actually do see him winning. I think this is the perfect opportunity for him. The spotlight is gonna be on Nate. People are gonna buy this card for Nate. There's gonna be that crowd that's just gonna buy this for Nate. And I mean, Leon's name is gonna be, out there a little more. So, but I think he cannot settle with the wrestling and make it kind of like a clinch kind of fight, kind of like Usman Masvidal won, right?
Yeah.
I think he has to show out, like really show out, and I think he will.
Like gain that popularity kind of thing.
Yeah, because he can't just beat Nate like on some soft stuff. He has to dominate him, and then if he finishes him, oh my gosh, he's not gonna explode overnight, but he's gonna take a piece of Nate's star. I think that he really, really needs, because we've seen in the UFC fighters that they do so well, but they can't get no attention, and Leon's kind of falls into that category. But this is his chance to kind of break out of that, and he'll earn more money that way and stuff like that. But
that's true. You said that whoever wins this fight is gonna get a title shot.
I'm not sure, but I heard that was a rumor. I'm not sure if that's official, but I heard something. Yeah, that the winner might get a title shot, which doesn't make sense to me, but
that's true.
For either guy, to be honest. But I mean, the welterweight division is not moving as fast as it should be, considering all the talent. So I guess I kind of understand. I mean, yeah. Man, I wonder how many pay-per-views they would sell if Nate manages to beat Leon and then goes on to fight Usman. That would just work for Usman even more, man.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
it'd be a great year for Usman.
It'd be like, I think Usman could probably sleep Diaz, bro. Maybe not awful,
not
but like a Masvidal type of thing. Like it wasn't like an instant knockout type of thing, but it was.
I think he would revert back to his wrestling, in my opinion.
To fight Nate?
Yeah, because actually Usman's pretty big too, but Usman, I mean, Nate's only shot against Usman would be striking, I think. Like, Usman's striking is still kind of green. So, I mean, I would not mind him going back to the wrestling and just trying to, I don't know. Why are we talking about this? This is just a fantasy.
It's all hypothetical.
I think a lot of people have Leon over Nate. I think Leon opened up as a pretty big favorite. But, I mean, I would love for Nate Diaz to kind of
prove us wrong.
Yeah, kind of shock the world again. I'm not surprised. Part 2. That'd be really tough. So I got Edwards by TKO.
I think Edwards by decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a stoppage.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna see if Stockton's very own can hold his ground, I guess.
That's true.
Or if Leon will finally take that jump.